Everyone on the call is muted. So if you have any question, please raise your hand. I will allow you to unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself and post your question. I will start with the questions. Fagan, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Thank you.
Very well. So there are two questions that I have. I'll start from first one. So we are the first software provider for pharmacies, right? And
sorry, you are what?
Like,
sorry, Fagan, you are what?
Software provider for pharmacies.
Software provider. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to do this integration thing with Tatmeen, and there's two questions for my developers. One is, in the process of executing the B2B receiving, and the API method they use is logistics send, epics receive, and the received message they get is message accepted for Tatmeen processing, but the message status can be viewed in the message status query with the code I001. So when they check the status on the same query API method, the logistics message status query, the message appears as message ID is not found. So are we performing the steps correctly? Are we using the correct API method? And how long it takes to, for the information to be updated in Tatmeen?
Okay, it depends on the length of the message. But ideally speaking, if you're having 50,000 items, I would say give it 10 to 15 minutes maximum before you send the message status query. How much time do you give it?
Okay. There should be a time given shown.
Few minutes, not much. Yes.
I can't tell. So usually it says how many minutes it's given, or
no, but I'm giving you the maximum. The maximum length of any message that Tatmeen can process is 50,000 records, or 50,000 SG10s, or 50,000 SSCCs, so 50,000 items. And the longest duration, I would say, would be 10 to 15 minutes maximum. That's the longest.
Okay, but since if we are waiting longer than that, then we're making something wrong?
Correct. Yes.
And do you mind correcting us? Like, where are we wrong?
Sure. The message status query is explained in the technical guideline on tatmeen.ae. Were you able to download the technical guidelines?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So the message status query process is explained there. So please refer to it. You will find
under the logistics part, or the documentation, or the dispensers. Which one should we look at?
It's actually, let me just verify. Okay, it is in the technical guideline for onboarding, the first one, the general one.
Okay. All right. But the API documentation that we look at, logistics, is it the one that we should follow, or is it dispensers?
Yes. It depends on your business processes. If your client is a licensed agent or a wholesaler, then you should look at the logistics one. If your client is a manufacturer, then refer to the manufacturer one. It depends on the process, on the business process.
It's a general pharmacy, nothing special, just a
then
pharmacy.
Dispensation, the third one, dispensation.
All right. Okay, thanks. And the second question is, I think we partially replied. So if we as a pharmacy, have 5,000 products, do we need to perform product, B2B receiving in the Tatmeen system for each product?
If it's aggregated,
yeah.
If it's aggregated, then no, the highest level of aggregation. You just receive the highest level of aggregation, not individual products.
Sorry, 1 second. There's a noise. Okay. The aggregation, you mean the code? There was one code for every, so all 5,000 products, or?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? Please clarify. Yeah.
So if let's say we have, as a pharmacy, we have 5,000 products, do we need to perform product
No,
B2B?
no. the owner of the product on Tatmeen is either the MAH, the principal, or the licensed agent. For you as a dispensary, you don't own the products. You will not see the products on your master product display, on master data product display on Tatmeen, because you don't own them. You deal with those products. You buy them and sell them. So they're not owned by you. You are just a logistics company, or the pharmacy is a location where you receive the products and you sell them, dispense them. Okay?
Okay.
You do
Yeah,
not need
so
to enter the master data of your 5,000 products. The MAH should be doing that.
MA should be doing that. Okay. All right. I think it answers my question. All right. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
No worries. Santosh, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Nival. So first of all, I want to say thank you for Tatmin team, because whatever I raise the query, they respond on time. But we stuck somewhere that when we are sending to Tatmin in XML format,
Mhm.
and that read point, because last time what we discussed, whatever we send, like sender identifier, whatever, or SSC code, we can send in number, not a URN format. So that my question is, when we reports to Tatmin in XML, that read point and which location we have to reports in the URN format. Am I right?
Okay, 1 second. Yeah. The URN format, if you recall what we discussed, is acceptable in normal numeric format only for SSCCs, GTINs, and SGTINs. But when it comes to GLNs, no. The GLN, you need to follow the format as requested by the technical guideline of the process that you are following.
Correct. So in that, I have a one question. Suppose we have a GLN number, company prefix number,
Okay.
and URN format that first before the dot, that is the company prefix. Okay, I understand. But after the dot, we see somewhere 000, then dot 0. Somewhere we see after the dot blank and then 0. So that I want to encoding that number, how we convert in URN format, that I want to understand. Either someone, if I raise the mail, send the mail. So I need to understand that logic.
Okay,
Nival.
that logic is explained in GS1 standards. There are documents published by GS1 that would explain the conversion between the URN format and the numeric format. These are beyond our scope as Tatmeen. We just follow the standards as indicated by the Ministry of Health. So we follow the GS1 standards. I would recommend that you either Google and search for those standard documents published by GS1, or reach out directly to GS1 and ask them, and they might be able to guide you or give you the correct documents for that. For me, if I receive an XML or I am tracking a message that I want to know the actual format or the URN format, I use an online tool also published by GS1. It's called URN Converter by GS1. You can find it as well and convert it. But if you want a systematic way, you need to go through the documents so that you can embed that program within your program, the conversion logic within your program. Reach out to GS1 and get the documents from them.
Okay, thanks. Because you understand our issue, because we are
Yes,
implementing new software. You understand? Okay.
yes.
Thanks, Nival.
You might also one of the reasons might be whether they have something called a chamber in that GLN or not. Then there is something, the check digit, where they use a certain calculation to verify the last digit as the check digit. So there are lots of things that you need to be aware of. Reach to GS1 and they will be giving you that. However, if I want just to make things simpler for you, it is a one-time activity. You don't
Yeah,
need to do it over and over. If it's one partner, you just save their URL format once you get it from them. So I don't know, you are on behalf of a licensed agent or an MAH speaking?
no. I'm basically, we are a consultant and we are implementing the
Okay.
project in city pharmacy.
Okay, so for city, they have lots of, I would say, locations that they ship to. You need to build your database for the URL format of these companies so that you can use them over and over. Reach out to JS1, my answer would be to you.
Thanks, Nival. Thanks.
You're
That's
welcome.
all.
Mhm. Moez, good morning.
Good morning, Sanimal.
Good morning.
I have only one simple request. In Tatmeen, on receiving screen, when we are receiving the product in the product hierarchy, there are numerous line items. So can it be serial number can be put beside that each row?
Sorry, I didn't get you. If you are receiving and
On the
you want to
receiving,
use the portal, you're
yeah,
using
in
the
the portal,
portal.
and we are clicking on the product hierarchy.
Okay.
Okay, in that, suppose I am having more than 100 line items. I am not able to count because the suppliers are not commissioning all the items what they are sending here. Suppose I'm receiving 150 items, but what they are commissioning 130 items. So I need to count. I need to copy paste the data in the Excel, and I need to count the line items. Instead, if you provide the serial number 123 beside each serial number and GTIN, so I will come to know that how many line items are there.
Okay. See, it makes sense, but just to confirm my correct understanding to it, would you mind taking a screenshot of your suggestion, putting exactly where you believe that the count should be added, and we will raise it up with our technical team.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry if I misspell your name. Gunasekaran.
Hello, Nibel. Yes, you are
Hello.
right.
Yes. Okay.
Hello,
Good.
hello everyone. I'm calling from Merck KGA, Germany. We have a situation where we have one shipment for that our agent in UAE has obtained the import permit beginning of January. But that time, when they obtained the import permit, they have used old GT number instead of new GT because due to some issue that GT sync was not successful from branching to Tatmeen at that time. But now, after the follow-up with Mohab and Mohab, the team confirmed that they have updated the new GT number for that particular import permit number. And when we retriggered the shipment report from our end yesterday, it still says the same error message that then the new GT number is still not associated with the import permit. So we are not
Okay.
sure how this can be solved because we are running out of the stock for this particular product.
Okay. So just to clarify one thing, when you apply for the shipping permit and you put the GTIN, that has nothing to do with Tatmeen as of yet. The link that you're referring to that was not updated has nothing to do with Tatmeen. This was between the drug registration system of Mohab and the shipping permit system of Mohab as well. Now, so until the moment when you applied for the shipping permit and you got it approved, you are still before the Tatmeen process start. If you put the GTIN at that time on the shipping permit system, then my understanding is that you would be using the new GTIN of the product, not the old one, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so now the GTIN, the shipping permit is having the new updated correct GTIN.
Yeah, that's what we
Okay.
received confirmation from agent in UAE.
Okay. Unfortunately, the printout of the GTIN that the agent will be or might be sharing with you would not be having the GTIN. The printout of the shipping permit doesn't have the GTIN. So you need to send us an email with the shipping permit number just to validate that the GTIN you are referring to in the shipping permit is the correct one. Have you received a confirmation from us on that?
Unfortunately, we didn't reach out to Mohab, but this was
Not
done
to
by.
Mohab, to onboarding at Tatmeen.ae.
Yes, I have sent an email yesterday
Okay.
saying that we received a confirmation from our agent that
Okay.
the GTN is updated, but still we are getting that error message that GTN is not associated with the import
Okay.
permit.
Okay, so you will be receiving a message saying GTIN is not associated with shipping permit this and this and this, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, that GTIN in the message is the new or the old one?
It's a new one.
The new one. Then
Yes.
most probably the shipping permit does not have the new updated GTIN as the license agent believe they have done for any reason. I don't know the reason, but if you give me the shipping permit number, what are the digits on the shipping permit number? SHP, MP, and then what?
2400.
2400. Let me just write it down to my team. If anyone from the onboarding team is there, can check it for me. 2400, yes?
628
628.
and
2024.
2024. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, 2024. Fine. So let's check it, and we will let you know what GTIN was entered into that shipping permit. Now you're saying you updated Brandsync updated Tatmeen. Now the new GTIN is on Tatmeen. If the GTIN is mismatching with the shipping permit, your commissioning will fail. You would either approach Ministry of Health and ask them to update the GTIN number in the shipping permit. And I know for, let's say 99%, the ministry refuses to amend any approved shipping permit because it was approved on some basis, and they would not be able to adjust it. The alternative for you is to apply for another shipping permit.
Okay.
I
Okay.
know associated with a fee, correct? That's clear, but that's the only option that you have.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Nipal. But just to note, the first point where you mentioned that contact Mohab and update the GTIN, new GTIN number in the import permit, and that was a communication we received from our agent that this is already completed. Then only we re-triggered from our end the shipment report yesterday. Then it was failed again. So that's why I reached out to Tatmeen onboarding team.
Okay.
And
We replied
I'm
to
here
you in the
also.
morning. We said it is the GTIN on the shipping permit is the one that ends with 9229, and that is what is on the shipping permit. If that is the old one, then you have no other option but to apply for a new one.
Okay. If you have responded today morning, unfortunately, I didn't receive that email. Maybe if can you please or can you please ask your
Sure.
team to resend it?
We'll reply to you again. We will make sure that we will show you what GTIN is in that shipping permit. If it's the one that ends with 9229, then that is I don't know. Is this the new one or the old one?
This is a new old one. Sorry.
Old one. So your licensed agent has put the old one on the shipping permit, not the new one.
Okay. Yeah. This helps me a lot. Yeah, I can reach out to them. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Pharma, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, good morning, Nibal.
Good morning.
Yeah, actually, we have two queries related to this Tatmeen. The first one is, we are having like non-registered medicine shipment. May I know the process how we can do this one? Actually, the products are registered in Tatmeen, but nowadays we are receiving, we were informed that this product needs to be commissioned and reported in Tatmeen like that. So since the products are coming from some small companies, the company is not willing to do this aggregation and all. So how we can sort out this issue?
You're saying registered or unregistered medicine?
Unregistered medicines.
But you just said that they are registered on Tatmeen.
The products are registered in Brandsync with all the information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you have a GTIN for it?
Yeah, it is having GTI number.
Okay. If you are having a GTIN for the product, then when you apply for the shipping permit, you need to put that GTIN number correctly. And you need to be careful because you are putting something that is not in the drug registration system. So it's not a drop down where you choose your product. You are putting the GTIN manually. Make sure you put it the correct one. Once you get that shipping permit approved, you request the MAH to provide you with the serialization data. The serialization data would include the serial numbers of your products, the batch number, expiry date of those products in Excel format. Once you have them in Excel format, yeah.
Since this is unregistered medicines, most of the medicines are not serialized also. We are just bringing the quantity. If the hospital requires like 20 packs of one product, we are bringing only 20 packs. Or 2 packets of one product, we are bringing that much quantity only.
Did you approach the ministry for that?
Yeah, we are getting the permit approval also. And
No.
with the sorry.
No, for products that are not serialized, Did you tell the ministry that these products are not serialized? Did you approach them and ask them what to do with these?
Because they are telling that this needs to be commissioned, this should be serialized. While
Correct.
when we are going for the releasing, for the clearance, at that time only they are informing us that initially we were asked to register the products, everything in Tatmeen. So we
Okay.
did the registration, and now they are once we are going for the clearance, they are asking to do this commissioning and reporting.
Okay, the Tatmeen legislation was released in June 2021, and they give the industry 18 months to comply by serializing every product that enters the country. So within those 18 months, from June 2021 until the go-live date of Tatmeen, which was December 2023, were there any discussions on the ministry on any exemption? Did you request anything as such? Because the ministry, to the best of my knowledge, said this is a law, this is a decree, and everyone has to abide by it. So you could have found an alternative provider that can provide serialization, or check with any other company that can provide serialization activities within the free zone of Jabal Ali, for example. And that is possible.
Actually, we are contacting some companies which is in free zones, but we are not aware of how we can do the shipment to these facilities and then ship it back to the mainland.
Okay,
Because we don't have any scientific office or a warehouse, anything there in the free zone areas. We are located in main zone only.
But
In
see,
land only.
unaggregated might be a smaller challenge, but unserialized is a big challenge because the law says serialized. How are you bringing products that are not serialized, although the law says everything has to be serialized? So you are clearly in violation of the Tatmeen decree that was already 3 years old now.
Okay, we have some companies which is from UK, and for that product, not unregistered medicine, it is serialized. So how we can do the aggregation for these medicines?
I know some wholesalers, if you look for them, that visited our booth in Arab Health, and they were selling. They are telling us that we are wholesalers and we are compliant with Tatmeen. So we want to find the importers here in the UAE and offer them our services to serialize and aggregate in the free zone. I would say check for those. But at the moment, bringing unserialized products into the mainland UAE would be extremely challenging. If you are bringing them by air to Abu Dhabi, to Dubai or Abu Dhabi airports, and you want to do serialization, then approach those 3 companies. Send us an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. We have 3 companies approved by the ministry that can help you do the serialization and aggregation in the free zone, and they should be able to provide you with support on how to transfer the products from Dubai airport to the free zone to do the serialization. Check out with them, please.
Okay, doctor. Okay, and another query. Actually, we have one shipment which came day before yesterday, and the product is serialized, aggregated, and it is a registered product. So during the release of the medicine, this MOH inspector was telling that they cannot see the product information in the Tatmeen portal.
Okay.
And because of that reason, they are not allowing us to release the medicine. At
Okay.
last, with a commitment letter, we were able to release the medicine. And once we receive the product in the Tatmeen hierarchy, then only they can see the information in their portal. So how we can handle this situation in future? Because again, the product is aggregated and company informed that it is aggregated. So and when going for the inspection and they are telling that they cannot see this information, anything in the system, how we can do this?
Because the MAH did not commission them to Tatmeen?
It is commissioned in Tatmeen, but
No, 1 second. Let me take it one step just to clarify things and make sure that we have the common definitions. The product is registered on BrandSync. That is something else. This means that the master data, the product details as a product is having a valid GTIN. You can check that valid GTIN on Tatmeen as well. If you log into your portal on Tatmeen and go to the master data, you'll see the product. That is not commissioning. That is the master data, only the master data of the product. Commissioning to Tatmeen means that every serial number of that shipment that is coming is entered to Tatmeen. Did you commission that to Tatmeen? Did you enter every serial number of the shipment into Tatmeen portal?
Yeah, it is by the manufacturer.
Then the inspector would have seen it. If it is done.
Then once the shipment arrived here, and once we received that shipment in Tatmeen portal, then only yesterday. Then only when we checked with this MOH officer, she was telling that, yeah, now it is accessible. They can see the information in the system. Once we received in the hierarchy.
No, but one second. Who is putting the serial numbers into Tatmeen? You or the MAH?
MAH only.
The MAH. And the
Yes.
MAH, once they have done that, did they report to you and tell you we have done it completely? It is already done on Tatmeen?
Yes, it is. They already
Okay.
informed us.
Okay, this has nothing to do whether the shipment has arrived or not. The inspector would put the shipping permit number on Tatmeen, and Tatmeen would tell him whether there are products associated with this shipping permit number or not. So first time that the inspector was not able to see them, and then the inspector was able to see them.
Yes, it is like that.
Okay, so what is the question?
After once we receive the shipment, and once we receive the shipment in Tatmeen portal in the hierarchy section, then only this inspector is able to see in her system.
No, this has nothing to do with when you can see the shipment. It has only it is related only to the commissioning part, whether the MAH has done the commissioning or not. Most probably, as per your explanation, I would say the MAH was not commissioning the products until you asked them to commission it. Then they commissioned it, and then the inspector was able to see it. But this has nothing to do with hierarchy, as you're saying.
Right, we can see all the numbers in the tab.
Once we receive only, then only we can see this.
No, this has nothing to do with receiving. No. If the MAH commissioned the product to Tatmeen, then the inspector would put the shipping permit number on Tatmeen and make import clear. The system will tell him, yes, we have products associated with this shipping permit number. You can proceed with the clearance. But it has nothing to do with receiving or hierarchy check or anything else. Only commissioning, import clear. That's it.
Okay, Nabal, thank you.
That was our experience anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, thank you very much for the reply.
We can, if you want, just send us the shipping permit number, and we can tell you when exactly did the MAH commission the products to Tatmeen. So
yeah, we can provide the
We have it
SHP
here.
number.
Okay, please send it to onboarding@tatmeen.ae. We can reply to you with the date, exact date when those products were commissioned to Tatmeen.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. Rawan, can you please unmute yourself?
السلام عليكم، بقدر احكي بالعربي او لازم انجليزي؟
تفضل.
بدي اسال، احنا عياده تجميل، هي عياده دكتوره سميحه، طلبوا منا ان نسجل على تطمين، بس سؤالي حسب ما انا شفت وقرات انه هي للميديسن، للصيدليات، صح؟
لا، هلا لأي منشأة صحية أو منشأة طبية في الدولة بتتعامل بالأدوية التقليدية conventional medicine أو البيولوجيكال ميديسن. أي منشأة شو ما تكون، مش بس الصيدليات والمستشفيات، لا أي منشأة طبية.
طب هلا شو المطلوب منها؟ رح نسجل فيها، طب شو الأوراق اللي لازم تكون موجودة عندنا؟
عندكم منتجات بتتعاملوا بمنتجات طبية أو دوائية؟
هي الفيلرز، البوتوكس، الأشياء اللي بعد الليزر اللي هم بس.
شو تصنيفها حسب تصنيفات وزارة الصحة؟ conventional medicine؟
صراحة ما بعرف، رح أتأكد منها.
بدك تفوتي على ويب سايت الوزارة، في لينك نسيت وين بالضبط، ممكن تحطي اسم البرودكت او بيطلع لك شو تصنيفه، هل هو conventional medicine او biological medicine. انا ما بعرف صراحة هاي البرودكت شو تصنيفها. بس اذا هاي الادوية اللي بتتعاملوا فيها تصنيفها conventional medicine او biological medicine، نجوى ما بعرف انت معنا شو تصنيفها، الكونفنشنال ميديسن او بيولوجيكال ميديسن ولا لا؟ نجوى؟
اي نيبال، مرحبا. بتخيل ايه لازم تو ريبورت ات اون تطمين، بس هلا ححط لك بالتشات اللينك تبع الوزاره، خليها تتاكد افضل.
اوكي
تمام.
طيب ممكن تعطيني از اكزامبل، يعني وان ميديسن ممكن يكون من هدول الميديسن مثلا such as like الفيسيكورت ولا فيسيدين، هدول القصص لازم يكونوا كمان نسجلهم بتطمين؟ يعني هدول عشان مثلا الميديسن
إذا تصنيفهم conventional لازم يكونوا فيسيدين conventional medicine. اوكي طيب هلا معناها انتم مش مبلشين اي شيء على تطمين. لو بتروحي على tatmeen.ae على على tatmeen.ae onboarding journey، هاي will take you step by step على شو لازم تعملوا على تطمين. please watch الفيديوز. هاي فتحتهم، هاي الصفحة، هاي تطمين، صفحة تطمين onboarding journey. في على الاونبوردنج جيرني الليجيسليشن تبع تطمين من البدايه، في عندك ريجستريشن اند توتوريال، في هنا 4 فيديوز هدول بغنوكي از ميديكال فاسيلتي او كلينيك انه تعرفي كل شيء لازم تعمليه على تطمين. بعدين بس تشوفي شو الستبس اللي لازم تعمليه على تطمين. تكنيكال جايد لاين فورجيت ات، ما بتخيل رح يفيدك. هون في تريننج مانيوال لاي ستيب بدك اياها. اذا بدكم تعملوا ريسيفنج في تريننج مانيوال فور برودكت ترانسفير هيو. اذا بدكم تعملوا ديسبنسنج لما تبيعوا البرودكتس في تريننج مانيوال فور ستاتس ابديت اللي هي انكلودينج الديسبنسنج. جو ثرو هدول الفيديوز حسب البروسيس تبعكم شو لازم تعملوا على تطمين بناء على اول 3 فيديوهات او 4 فيديوهات اللي راح تحضريهم هون.
خلص
تمام؟
تمام.
اوكي.
شكرا لك، شكرا
اهلا
كثير.
اهلا.
شكرا.
Safe. Sorry, Safe. Good morning. سيف الإسلام. سيف الإسلام. Can you please unmute yourself? Okay. Dr. Shamina, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, good morning, Nepal.
Good morning.
I have some questions.
Please.
Like we received, we are receiving the transit items every Sunday, and we are trying to put these GTI number to the Tatmeen portal, but most of the items, like more than 80% of the item is not showing error messages, like not commission in Tatmeen, like that. So, but from Tatmeen only we are receiving this transit lit, but it should be like commission, right?
Of course. So, Dr. Shamina, how many locations you have?
Only one.
Only one location, and
Yeah.
when you log in to your portal, you have only one GLN that you're managing, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you say you are trying to receive it, you're getting an error message.
Yes.
Okay. Can you please go to tatmeen.ae, go to the portal, put any of those serial numbers, and then click receive, and take a screenshot and send us the screen that you are getting so that we can understand what error message are you getting.
Okay. And one more question I have this already this one I discussed you before, like we received this controlled medicines like fentanyl, pethidine and all from MOH, and that time we tried to enter these items in Tatmeen. It is not, it is showing the error message that it is not commissioned in Tatmeen. And now last Sunday we received one transit list. In that there was I found three fentanyl, but the fentanyl that is with us is different serial number and all. So why it is like this? Because the current fentanyl that sent from Tatmeen is not not in our hand, means it's not with us. The physically the item is not present with us.
Okay, so you're saying the product might have been already received by you and you sold it or dispensed it, and it's showing in the transit report. You're trying to receive it now.
No, it's not like that. Item that we have already with us is having different number than the transit number in transit list that we received. Not the
GTIN or serial number?
GTIN.
GTIN. So it might be that there are two different GTINs for the same product. Might be each manufacturing facility, and this is what we have seen from the drug registration system, the ministry drug registration system. If the same product is manufactured from two different sites, then each one of them is eligible to get a separate GTIN. So not necessarily Voltaren 25 is having the same GTIN from all the locations. There might be some differences. So that might be the case that you are referring to.
That I'm not sure, because we are having some quota of items, like if for example 30 fentanyl that we will get from MOH, and we will use it for more than 6 months. After
Okay.
6 months only, we will order next. Once it is finishing, we will go with the forms and we will get the another item. So recently we received our quota of fentanyl, but that GTIN is different from the transit list that you sent from Tatmeen.
Okay, but how do you know that the one sent from Tatmeen is the same product?
No, the item fentanyl means the item name, the medicine name is fentanyl. So as we get
Yes.
the
I got you. My suggestion is to take both GTINs and send it to BrandSync. Ask BrandSync that I'm receiving both products. Can you please let me know which one is the correct GTIN for this product? But usually this doesn't involve us as Tatmeen. Tatmeen is a tracking tool or the tracking portal. The master data of the products is given by GS1 only.
okay.
Okay, so please send, if you don't have the email for BrandSync, I will put it on the chat as well.
Okay, please.
Okay, reach
Okay.
out to them and get clarification. If you want, send us an email to onboarding@tatmeen.ae with both products, and we will validate. We will check whether both products are on Tatmeen or one of them is correct and the other one is not correct. Yeah, just send us an email. We will validate.
Okay, and one more query. These trainings, I tried to find the link for the training, that previous trainings, but I'm not getting it.
Which these workshops?
These workshops.
But we put them all in the chat.
But after disconnecting this call, chat is not opening.
Yes, but I opened the chat. I put the recording and then close the chat again. But now you can see it. You can view it now. Correct?
Let me.
On Microsoft Teams, you can access the chat.
Microsoft. Oh.
On Teams, go to Teams. You will see the weekly workshop, Tatmeen weekly workshop. The chat is there.
Okay. I will check if any query, I'll get back to you.
Please.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning, Nibal.
Good morning, Saif. Good morning.
Hope you are doing well this week.
All good. Thank you. How about yourself?
Good, fine. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I have two questions. So the first one is related to the release. Okay, so the moment there are some of our suppliers. First of all, my name is Saif Islam. I'm working for one of the big distributors here, pharma distributors within the UAE. Okay, so my first question is related to the port. So the moment the shipment is reaching to the port, some of our suppliers overseas, they are releasing the shipment based on a letter. Okay, and they are releasing from the port. It's reaching to our warehouse. We are unloading, and the amount they are coming and they are releasing as well. So is there any issue if I release and receive it bypass Tatmeen or?
How did they pass through the port authorities or MOHAP import clearance?
They have given a letter.
But the letter is given by the MAH or by the license agent? By the license agent or by the MAH?
MAH.
Okay, that, to the best of my knowledge, happened as one-off, and the letter is actually an undertaking letter saying that please allow these products, and we will never bring any more shipments without reporting it to Tatmeen. And the ministry is very strict on those at the moment. So if they take an undertaking letter, they keep it for their record to avoid happening in the future the same case. These products entered the country without Tatmeen, you're saying, under this undertaking letter, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And the question is whether you can receive them or not. I would say yes, of course, if they are not reported on Tatmeen, but make sure that this doesn't happen in the future. Future shipments will not be allowed by the ministry if they are not on Tatmeen.
Exactly. But what if they release? So what should I do? Because I'm talking here about in some cases, there are life-saving items.
Yes, those even life-saving items, the ministry is saying there are alternatives, and they're pushing the licensed agents and the MHs to bring only serialized and aggregated products to Tatmeen. They will fade out as we go, and as people learn more about Tatmeen and start complying with Tatmeen. So I would say don't worry a lot about these. Make sure that the next shipment from the same supplier is on Tatmeen. Otherwise, ask them for the approval from the ministry. If you don't have that approval copy with you, then the responsibility will come on you.
So if that, okay, for me, as from the accountability point of view, that letter will be enough.
Yes, you say I received it based on this letter that they gave me, which was approved by the ministry. But every time you receive a shipment from them that is not on Tatmeen, you need to ask for justification. Why?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sure, I will be. So second question is, we are facing some issues to have the SSCC files since we are using third-party software. So I'll be requiring the SSCC file to retrieve the data. So is there any option? And this is, you know, it's a nightmare for us, you know, to convince the supplier to share with you, and he has invested lots of fund in this. He will tell you simply, I have uploaded in Tatmeen, go and get it from Tatmeen. If I go to Tatmeen,
that is not enough. They share to Tatmeen is one thing, and sharing with you is another thing. You need to discuss with them that the workload associated with receiving items where you do not have the aggregation data. If anything, if you are facing challenges, please ask them to join this call, and I will also urge them to share the aggregation data with you. It's not mentioned clearly in the law or by law. The law says only
exactly, that's what they said.
But we will push all the MHs to provide aggregation data to you, whether even if they have invested in aggregation system, that is still data that you need to receive the products. And that is something that we will.
I understand, but from their point of view, also they are right. So he's telling you, I have uploaded already in Tatmeen. Go and get it from Tatmeen. So what I'm asking is there any option to?
System? No, there isn't any option to receive anything from Tatmeen at the moment. Tatmeen is a receiving system only, receiving system of data to track pharmaceutical products. Tatmeen is not meant to be a two-way communication, although in some cases we have developed some two-way communication channels, but we cannot, or Tatmeen cannot be a two-way communication to save or to provide data. We are doing that as per specific cases, like the weekly in-transit report that we are sending to the industry. That's one of the methods that we have done, but again, Tatmeen cannot be two-way communication with the industry. Tatmeen is a repository. It's a receiving only of your data that you declare to the ministry, to the regulatory authorities.
Clear, but in this case, the market will be in, you know, so I will not be able to sell. I will not be able to supply the market, you know.
Okay, but the MH will be affected as well, because the MH will not be able to sell their products in the UAE market. And there are very few products that don't have alternatives. You, as a licensed agent, you can find another source for the same product, and they will be risking as well their business in the UAE. I understand it's not as simple as I put it, but it's everyone's responsibility to be compliant and to make sure that the business is not getting affected, including the MH themselves.
Noted. Okay. Thank you so much, Nibal.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Sumaya, can you please unmute yourself? Sumaya?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm asking about towards a medical equipment store. Is there any extra payment towards Tatmeen while we receiving the shipment items?
For medical equipment only?
Medical equipment means dental equipment and dental medicine. Yeah.
But it doesn't include any medicine, correct? Any conventional medicine?
Yeah, some items not perfectly medicine is regarding the dental products.
Dental products, but dental or medicines related to dental use as well that are classified as conventional medicine?
Yes.
Okay, then you need to register to Tatmeen and you need to start receiving those products to Tatmeen. I'm talking about conventional medicines only. I'm not talking about dental equipment. Dental equipment is something else. Just conventional medicine. The classification of those products on the MOHAP website is conventional medicine. Then you need to comply. You need to get a GLN and you need to start reporting those products to Tatmeen as well.
Yeah, we already registered to Tatmeen.
Yes.
Already registered, but there is any extra payment towards Tatmeen while receiving the shipment items?
No, there is no extra payment once you register to Tatmeen. The extra payment is when you apply for a shipping permit.
When after we are registered to Tatmeen, after that only we have some extra payment towards Tatmeen.
No, there are no extra payments towards Tatmeen. No.
No extra payments.
No.
Okay.
No.
Can you please explain about classification certificate towards a store, drug store, means dental equipment store, classification certificate?
Dental equipment? Dental
Yeah.
equipment are not within the scope of Tatmeen at the moment. The scope of Tatmeen at the moment is for conventional medicines only.
Conventional medicines only?
Yes, conventional medicine.
But the last time we are when the inspection.
Yes, you need to register. You need to obtain a GLN. Yes.
Yeah.
For now, yes. You obtained the GLN. Did you register on Tatmeen? Did you create a username and password on Tatmeen?
Yeah, we already registered after the inspection. But is there a classification certificate is needed?
Classification certificate? I'm not aware of what classification certificate is there. If the ministry inspectors visited you and they told you you need to register to Tatmeen and create a username and password on Tatmeen, then do that. If you are having conventional medicines in your facility, then you need to start using Tatmeen for these conventional medicines.
Okay, no need to text or dental equipment or dental medicine. Is it
Dental
correct?
medicine, yes, if it is classified as conventional medicine.
Okay.
How do you know the classification of your products?
No, I don't know because I am the new one in the store, so that I need to confirm that.
Yes, you need to check the products that you are receiving, that you are buying from your suppliers, and check whether they are classified as conventional medicine or not.
No.
Correct?
No, we have no classification certificate.
Not classification certificate. No, you don't need classification certificate. You need to go to this website that I just added on the chat. Okay, this website is for the Ministry of Health. You need to search for a certain product and the classification will tell you whether it's conventional medicine or biological medicine or something else. Conventional medicine, this means that you need to start using Tatmeen to track those medicines. If not, then just create username on Tatmeen and end of story.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Rashid, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, Nibal. How are
Hello.
you?
Good. Thank you.
Nibal, I have one small query. The thing is that we have now started shipping out using Tatmeen.
Okay.
Okay, so our vendors are asking for the EPCA's message. Sorry, our customers are asking for the EPCA's message so that they will also get the hierarchy and all these details. Is there any way from Tatmeen I can do this?
No, from Tatmeen, no. You need to send it to them outside Tatmeen. Tatmeen, again, is meant to be a repository of regulatory data where the movement of medicine is being tracked. But if you are generating the EPCIS files and you are sending it to Tatmeen, then just start sending the same messages to your customers as well. This will help them a lot. But from Tatmeen is meant to be a repository, a receiving of regulatory data. That's what Tatmeen is made for.
Okay. Nipal, I'll explain you what's happening over here. I think you already know half of it. We have a solution, but due to the lack of the EPCI's messages or these messages from our suppliers, we are not able to fully load whatever our current stock to this solution. So, and MOH is also pushing us to start shipping using Tatmeen. So what we did is we started shipping out using Tatmeen. So currently our customers are asking we have to give them EPCIS message.
Okay.
So I don't know how to solve this thing.
But you are generating EPCIS message, no?
No, we are just shipping using Tatmeen portal.
Tatmeen portal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you need to get that EPCIS message from the MH who's commissioning those products to Tatmeen.
They are not giving us. That's why we are not even able to use our. We have already committed one product. If we have these EPCIS messages from MH, then I could have easily used the product I'm using. When I'm checking with MH, they are stating that it is not a mandatory to share this files to the distributors or suppliers.
So see why it's mandatory. I will explain to you the regulations of Tatmeen apply to companies registered in the UAE only. So that's why the regulation is saying any product entering into the UAE must be commissioned and serialized. This is the scope of the UAE Ministry of Health. Now, we cannot force that MAH to share with you the EPCIS file. However, we can explain to them why it's important that you receive that EPCIS file. If you ask them to attend the workshop and ask us those questions, we will again urge them and push them to start sharing those details with you. We understand their importance and we can help you by pushing them. But from your side, you need also to I really don't know, to look for alternatives or look for wholesalers that are operating within Europe, let's say, or within the US and Canada that are buying products from the manufacturers that are serialized and aggregated and can help you share with you the EPCIS files. There are some of them that passed by us in Arab Health, but you need to look for them.
Actually, only with one particular supplier, they are giving us the EPIs files. So we cannot use partial shipment through. We cannot do the partial shipment from our software and partial from Tatmeen. So all these things are challenges for us. We don't know
You need
how.
to have a discussion with the MHs because they will be losing business if they do not do that.
We discussed this thing many times. We send them multiple emails. Their simple response is this thing. Ministry has not made it mandatory, so we will not be sharing.
But the ministry cannot make it mandatory if they are registered outside the country. You got me? If they are if they are outside, so their license is not UAE license. So how can we force them? Or how can the ministry force?
At least they can put up an advisory or something that it is best for the best interest of all the parties. It is beneficiary.
Yes.
You can put some advisory, something like that.
Provide. That's something we can reply from our side and tell you by email if you want to share that email with them. Please send us an email and we will reply to you and tell you for the best interest of everyone within the industry. We highly recommend that the MH provide this EPCIS file to their customers. We can do that.
Okay, Nibala. Anyhow, I'll send you an email. Just reply back to the same.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Divya, can you please unmute yourself? Divya. Divya, your hand is up. Can you please unmute yourself? Okay. I think this was the last call we are having, or the last question we are having. Okay. Divya, if you are not able to unmute yourself, then please follow up on your case that you are having with us. We will reply to you as soon as possible if there is anything unclear from our response. If nothing else, then I wish you all a nice day ahead and talk to you next week. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone.